later on the show. We're hoping that we can do things the way you have been doing things to us, sort of like this. You get to see the doom. 6. Let me just complete 6 kilo day 6546. Here we go. That's on WhatsApp. That's it. All right. Now, if that's your number or you're sure your number ends with that, you may want to check. I'll send you a message shortly, but you may want to check your device because, as we always do on Hello Potako, we have shake it and run it over. Hey, we have done something to make the phone vibrate. That's what we have just done. In fact, let me let the person know that we have just done that. Now, speaking of doing things, this morning I have a very simple question for you. How do you get people to do things for you? Let me say that again. How do you get people to do things for you? Now, remember I told you a few minutes ago that I was at the market on Tuesday, so about 3 days ago. And then it seems the universe was just working, to express, something to me. I don't know. But in the market, when you're in the market, there are segments of the market you go to where, the traders, they have a very strong sense of community. There are some traders, some market women. You just know, Mama Yabo is obviously correlated with Mama. But you now go to that side, you see like 4 or 5 women. They're always together. They always have gist. There's a sense of camaraderie amongst them. It's very funny. Now, I passed through. I was buying. What's this fish called? This is dried mangala. Yeah, I think that's what they call it, right? So I was like, oh, I love this smell. I need to go get it. And then they had small portions. The first woman said is 1,000 naira. And I said, man, I was like, it's expensive, but let me just go around and see. All right. So I went to a few places, and most people had their pieces of this fish being retailed at 1,000 naira. So I said, okay, well, this is probably the price. Now, when I was buying the fish, right, 2 women sat down beside the lady who was buying the fish. They were in a serious conversation. It'd be like debate. And then one of them said, my husband don't do strongest sins. I don't the time him. I seen just come by yesterday night. No. You don't know, you don't trust me. Now so I just pose for that chair when they like. I don't already give her pepper soup. And you say once my husband just chop pepper soup, bam, he had to the 0 again. The other one say, hey, now one for you. So we take up and say, I just go yesterday, I just touch her small. I said, just touch her. Now your reminder and say, he never give me that money. You can the taxi, hey, no worry, we go solve the problem. In my mind, I'm like, do these ladies know I am here? Yeah, okay, fine. I guess they were not like, raising their voices. But come on, there was a man here, and you are definitely talking about how you are using, is it jazz, to collect money from your husband. And then it got me thinking, so what other means have these women been using to give problems, or is it solutions now to men? Basically, their soft skills, how they communicate and how they try to get things from men. Listen to this.
Like, it took time and effort, and you just...
I gave you some money last week.
But that is a new week. Is there even a new month?
Rubbing my chest is not going to do anything. No.
You see where the problem is?
Rubbing my chest is not going to do anything. No.
You see where the problem is? Listen again.
It's not going to work.
It's nothing.
I'm not giving you any more money.
But I don't understand why, Like, it took time and effort, and you just...
I gave you some money last week.
But that is a new week. Is there even a new month?
Rubbing my chest is not going to do anything.
Happy new month.
Rubbing my chest is not going to do anything.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah?
It's okay. Like, all I'm asking, just small money. That's all. You don't even have to give me the whole amount. How about I just give me like 500? I love you.
Hey!
Fine boy like you.
Hey!
Fine boy like you.
She's not rubbing the baby. Look at that.
All right.
Huh?
Oh. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how do you get people to do what you want? We're talking about soft skills.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
On 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
017-923-0002, 0817923-0007. At Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo PH. WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416. Muriel is on the line from Africa. Muriel, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Friday.
Thank God it's Friday.
Happy New Week. Happy New Month.
See them. You see.
Good. Soft skills does not work if there's no love.
Oh, soft skills. Really?
It is because naturally there is love there. That's why it's working. Otherwise, every man gets his brain intact. If he does not like you, you see that hand says he will not even carry near you to his there. In fact, he will be irritated if he dares bring her. He will just slap you. Come on, what are you doing? But because he loves her. So soft skills, if they think that all these tricks, except they are using any other thing, but say naturally, you cannot make man fall like that without any evil means that this is just your sweet talk. No, you cannot. Except he loves you.
Okay, wait. Let me ask you. Now, you see, one of the things about soft skills is encompassing. It includes teamwork, problem solving, critical thinking, communication. Are you saying that there's no way to communicate to somebody that the person will do what you want them to do, even if the person is not in love with you?
No, you cannot. The person might like you even if he does not like you, he knows that this is his obligation, this is his responsibility. Let me just do it. But say you want to do it and you're trying to do this. We're talking about relationships now. You cannot make you do what he does not want to do. You cannot. Except there is another means.
Okay, all right. Muriel, thank you very much. You cannot make him to do. But once again, like I said, we're talking about soft skills. And what are these soft skills? They're a set of personal attributes, social attitudes, behaviors that help individuals interact effectively with other people in the working place or social environment. In this case, this woman does rap happy new person when you dare house with there's a problem.
Nigeriainfo. Right back after this.
Did you hear about Shadi?
What happened?
She bashed someone's car and her basic
Wonderful Friday morning. My name is Jude Omamigbe. You are most welcome to Hello Port Harcourt. Now, one of the things that will suffice us to describe as soft skills, well, like I said earlier on, they are personal attributes, behaviors, social attitudes that enable individuals, that will be you, and Jude, to effectively interact with other people in our workspaces and our social environment. Now, these skills are essential for building healthy relationships, communicating effectively, solving problems, as well as collaborating with others. Now, soft skills, I beg your pardon, are not tangible and they are subjective qualities, right? They cannot be measured. It's not like you can measure your SAT scores or your YX scores or your JAM scores. No, but they are basically graded on levels of effectiveness. So like I said, you have communication. How well do you communicate? How well do you focus on critical thinking? If there are problems in your office or even in your house, your marriage, how do you do the right things in that space? Adaptability is one of them. Time management, which, let's be honest, most Nigerians are not great at. You tell a politician, we are scheduled to do something at 4 p.m. He comes at 6. He tells you his driver is late. Emotional intelligence. Somebody is walking down the street. He brushes past you. And the next thing he goes, I go slap you. Oh, good, I worry you. Never happened to, excuse me, you just bumped into me. It's a very difficult thing to do. Yes. But example, just in case you're just joining us.
The thing is, like,
not
you just
gonna
don't
work.
understand. It's
I'm
nothing.
not giving you any more money.
But I don't understand why, Like, it took time and effort and you just...
I gave you some money last week.
It's a new week. Is there even a new month?
Robbie, my cash is not going to do anything.
Happy new month.
Did you see what this woman just did? It's a new... Somebody that you are staying in the same house with, you are rubbing chairs. See? Communication. This is where it even gets even more interesting. She now becomes creative. Ladies and gentlemen, just listen to this.
It's a new week. Is there even a new month?
Robbie, my cash is not going to do anything.
Happy new month.
Robbie, my cash is not going to do anything.
Wow.
It's okay. Just small money. That's all.
See?
You don't even have to give me the whole amount. How about I just give me like 500?
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
Hey.
Fine boy like you.
Oh.
Yeah? Fine boy like you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay? How was your day? What are you eating?
Alright.
See, as soon as that guy here said, all right, I knew he was finished. I knew there was nothing. It was over, done, and dusted. There was nothing that was going to happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you have these soft skills? Are you able to communicate and work effectively? How do you get people to help you do what you want to do? That's the question.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
Hello, Port Harcourt, with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
017-923-0002, 0817923-0007, at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. All right, WhatsApp is 08090306416, 08090306416. Michael is on the line from Port Harcourt, and I get to read you some messages shortly, so please just hold on. I'm not neglecting your messages. Michael, good morning to you. Welcome to Hello Port Harcourt.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning, please.
That's your eyewitness number. I've been sent something. We have an emergency situation in town right now. As I was driving past the government house, a head of car, no control, is on the road. I'm telling you, over 30 cars over
Uh,
30.
And there's nobody. Are you sure there's nobody controlling them?
Nobody should. I made a video and I sent it to the eyewitness number.
That's to our WhatsApp number, right?
WhatsApp that entered with the 215.
Oh, okay. That's straight to the reporters table.
I have called. I even called.
They just send messages. They receive a lot of information, so it's only messages. You don't need to call.
They should help us. It's causing hold up now. Serious hold up as I speak with you.
Okay. All right. Oh wow, that's terrible.
Walking towards the bus stop.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much. So please, if you just heard that, if you're around the Lagos bus stop area, you may want to use alternative routes. Probably go through the House of Assembly area back, that's behind, or the through Moscow Road. That's where you have the what do you call it, PhD, or where you have the Nigerian Police Force, to avoid that major road to get into OGRA to bypass that area, just in case you need alternative routes. But once again, we're coming back to soft skills. How do you use them? Do you even know what they are? Once again, let me reel some of them out for you. All right, talking about soft skills this morning. All right, so how do you get to do what you want? How do you get people to come through and help you do those things that you need to have done? Because the truth is, we all will not be able to do everything that we want to achieve on our own. So 1, communication. 2, problem solving. When you are in the midst of people and something goes wrong, what do? You just heard somebody call and say, look, there's something on the road, lots of cows. That's communication. A problem needs to be solved, so let's come together and solve it. Let's find out who's meant to be monitoring these cows and herd them somewhere else. They shouldn't even be on the streets, particularly if I'm not mistaken. Now, adaptability, time management, critical thinking. In this case, what should we do so that we don't have this type of scenario repeat itself? Talking about, having, animals, constitute traffic menace on our roads. See, we have to think critically, then create. And I think it's probably the most important bit, emotional intelligence. Yes. Do you have these things? Right? And more importantly, how do you use them? That's the question. 017-923-0002, 0817923-0003, 0817923-0002, 0817923-0003. At Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X, at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH. WhatsApp is 08090306416, 08090306416. Good morning, presenter. This is a message on WhatsApp. This conversation is probably the most apt at this moment. We live in a time where a lot of people are so eager to hurl insults or give clapbacks. Everybody, particularly on social media, wants to be seen and heard of as someone who doesn't take nonsense. But that's where the problem is. Good and effective communication doesn't have to be rude. Unfortunately, we have a lot of young people who feel if they are not rude, they will not be heard. And that's where the problem is. We need to learn and go back to school to find out what it means to communicate effectively. It's not enough to just say A and somebody replies B, but it's to say A with the intention of what you want A to mean. A concerned listener. It's not enough for you to say A and expect the person to say B, but you need to say A clearly so the other person knows exactly what you mean by A. Soft skills. Do you have them? Have you honed them? I was about to use the word sharpen them, but that may come across as being a bit aggressive. But yes, have you honed those skills? The real question this morning. Well, Emeka here says, good morning. I think some of these skills you mentioned is what many of these tradesmen are very good at. They know how to communicate, and then very well they adapt when things are hard. You've hardly found a very good businessman who hasn't found a way to make his business thrive even during difficult times. From putting on gen or even shutting the gen down at certain points in time. Even barbers have been known to only use one clipper at a time to save cost on their NEPA bill. It's PhD bill, by the way, but I don't know where you're sending this message from. But anyway, yeah, I get the drift. Yeah. So a lot of businesses probably are maybe better suited, for interactions because they need to make money. So in a bid to make money, they have to know how to talk to people. They have to know how to adapt. I agree with this message. I totally agree. It's not jazz. It's not jazz that they use. They probably are better at communicating. They are probably better at adapting than you are. That's most likely the issue here. 017-923-0002. I was pausing. I was reading. It's a very long message. I don't think I can read all of that. Apologies. 017-923-0002. 0817923-0003. 0817923-0002. 0817923-0003. At Nigeriainfo PH. At Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH. All right, this one says, good morning, Jude. Communicate clearly, direct and polite in making requests. Be flexible. Be willing to compromise to accommodate others. Offer incentives or reward. Build trust. Establish positive connection. Bright from Omoko. That's how he gets people to help him do what needs to be done. You want something done. You want people to clean their environment. Funny enough, Bright. Let me use what Bright just said, right? And make a case for the government, or is he make a case against the government? Play devil's advocate for a second. So, Bright says, communicate clearly, be direct and polite. Has the government at all levels, have they communicated clearly, being polite in making requests of their citizens? Are they flexible, willing to compromise to accommodate more people? Do they offer incentives or rewards? I think, but maybe on this one, I think maybe the government does. Maybe. Then build trust, establish positive connection. You help me answer that. I don't think I can answer that. I don't have the answer to that question. John Wow Google says, Drew, good morning. In my opinion, if we want somebody to help us to do something, we should be broad-minded, free from ethnic, religious, and political sentiments while approaching anyone. We must be pretty polite and put ourselves in the shoes of others. Empathy should be our watchword. John Wow Google, with that. Speaking of empathy, I think we have a conversation. Let me write that down so I don't forget. We have a conversation about empathy on let's see on the Sunday morning show, right? Yeah. Okay, all right. Let's just write that down so I do more research about it. Okay, all right. Empathy. All right. 08179230002, 08179230003, 08179230002, 08179230003. All right. At Nigeriainfo PH, let's quickly take a sneak peek there. At Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH. All right, Arinze. Arinze, why are you plugging your business here? All right, Arinze. All right. See what you did there, but there are channels for actions like that. All right, Arinze. You can send me a message and we can help you with that. All right, there are proper channels to do that type of thing. They really are. Joe, good morning. I don't think many Nigerians have these skills that you talk about. We are all very, very anxious and sometimes a little too aggressive when we do things in this country. It's no wonder why the policeman more often than not will talk to you in a harsh manner. You want to go and pay bills at certain places. The person who is receiving the money, the cashier, the teller, often is very rude. Maybe they're having a bad day. We don't know how to talk to people in this country. That's from Felix. Felix, do I agree with you? Yes, look, there's no utopia anywhere, right? People are allowed to vent their frustrations or whatnot. But when you say we don't know how to talk to people in this country, I don't know. I don't think I'm not going to say I agree. But what do you guys think? Felix says that a lot of people don't know how to talk to others in public in this country. You want to go and pay for bills, the person who's attending to you is rude, is not responsive sometimes. I know that happens, but does that mean that does that mean that most of us are not good at soft skills? Let me hear from you. 017-923-0002, 0817923-0003, 0817923-0002, 0817923-0003. All right, and then WhatsApp 0809-030-6416. Somebody's asking, you didn't share airtime today. Well, I did. I started out by saying that if your number ends with 6546, in fact, the first three numbers are 091. Let's stop there. And it ends with 6546. In fact, we've sent the owner of that number a message, right, on WhatsApp. Yeah. So we did. And that's not the only one we did. Let me look for the second one. Let me look for the second or third one. Message somewhere, someone random. All right, somewhere down. All right, so we did all of that. Now, before I forget, remember was it a prophecy? It is going to happen. Something big is coming, and Hello Port Harcourt is in the middle of all of this. But once again, soft skills. Let's get back to you. All right, this one's from George. George says, Jude, good morning. I agree with that message. A lot of Nigerians, particularly those in offices, government offices to be exact, don't know how to talk to people. They're usually very rude and very off-handed. Sometimes, if you come there and you speak proper English, they think you are trying to show them off or be rude to them, and they become very defensive. They don't have soft skills. George in Port Harcourt. George. Once again, let's go back to soft skills. The examples of soft skills: communication, teamwork, creativity, adaptability. Right? Adaptability. Now, I got to make mention of conflict resolution. When you go to some of these offices, I agree. I've been to a few to pay for my licensing fees, to get my passport. Where else have I been to? The board of the Ministry of Agriculture. I went there for some years ago for some things. And then when you're making inquiries, right? Sometimes some of the people there are very polite. I mean, very, very polite. But there are times when some are being rude. I wouldn't say all Nigerian, offices or most. I wouldn't say that, George. I wouldn't say that. But yeah, I understand. Those are your experiences, or that's been your experience, maybe thus far. But I like to believe that it's changing. I truly like to believe that it's changing. All right, John here says, Ju, good morning. One of the things that people need to understand that these days, it's not even your degree that gets you a job. It is these soft skills. You have people who are looking for decent individuals to work in their businesses, particularly high-end paying jobs. No matter what your certificate says, if they test you and they find out that you cannot communicate properly or you are not good at solving problems, they will let you go immediately. This is not your village people talking. This is you. And unfortunately, we live in a world where a lot of people say because of their degrees, they are worthy of getting jobs. Remember, there's a time that people were carrying about their degrees from universities from London and America. Come to the streets now, Jude. They walk. Really? So those. Wait. Hold on. A decade ago, 2 decades ago, and what am I saying? Even till now, a lot of parents are very eager to send their children abroad to get, education from all the universities in the UK and in the US and in Canada. And then a good number of them would want to return home because that degree is probably going to be preferable to your Uniport degree like Jude has. Now, I'm not saying that it is bad that they're no longer looking at your degrees. No. But those degrees count for something. They do. So yes, your soft skills are important. Like it says, if your problem solving skills are not good, they will let go of you immediately. You can't get a certain level of degree and not be able to solve problems now, can you? What do I know? All these English people are blowing. It's Friday. All right, so we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will be getting to our giveaways. The airtime has just started, all right? So get ready. I have some riddles for you this morning. And somebody stands a chance of winning 5,000 naira the person will win it today, but obviously by the time we close of business today, you probably get the money on Monday next week, Monday or Tuesday next week. But anyway, you get to win a prize on the show. So please, go and warm your brains. Put hot towels on it because I have some hot questions for you this morning. And it sure as anything that you could think of, right? Would love to have you try your hands on them. All right, so get ready, ladies and gentlemen, for our Fun Friday segment. And then let's not forget the big one coming up on Monday. It is the final of I Beg to Differ debate. Where would you be? You should tell your friends and neighbors. You can tune in, obviously, at Nigeriainfo PH, all right, from 10 o'clock on that particular Monday morning and get to see some of the brightest minds, argue for the third place matchup and indeed the final matchup. It's promising to be intense. It's promising to be rewarding, as this past 2 weeks have shown us. We have really good debaters here in Port Harcourt and Lagos. I'm making bold this claim. We are coming for you guys. We're coming for you guys. After all, we have the funds.